So I know this is like a kind of a different kind of video, but also like I've been wanting to talk about Absolute Batman and New Ultimate Spider-Man run for a little bit now, and yesterday this video popped up on my timeline. I don't even know how to explain it. I think the only reason I clicked on this video is because the title, picture, and also the preview part of it. I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Absolute Batman is gay. Why is a lesbian talking about this? Wait, is the series not woke enough?
And she's black. She is black. She is black. She is black. She is black. 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 Black.
After clicking on this video, I was met with probably some of the worst takes I've ever seen in my life. Like, legitimately dog shit takes. Takes that literally make me just.
Fire. This comic is a disgrace to creators like Frank Miller, Jeff Loeb. This isn't the Batman they envisioned. I know it's a different take on the character, but what this does ruins the character entirely.
Now, his first 2 points is that his video is apparently not rage bait and that it's his opinion and that he's just stating that this version of Batman isn't Batman, which, I mean, hey, that's your opinion. I couldn't give less of a damn about that. That has nothing to do with me. Also, it's issue one. Kind of feels weird to base your entire opinion on this series on issue one, but, go ahead. Also, again, Elseworld story. This is literally not main timeline. The whole point of this is to be different, literally, because then why would anybody want to read an Elseworld Batman that is just Batman? Like, we have a Batman run going on right now. Why would we want two versions of the exact same story? I also find it funny that he says that this series ruins the character of Batman entirely and then also brings up Frank Miller. Have you read All-Star Batman? Bro, have you read All-Star Batman? Frank Miller already ruined Batman. If you think this is bad, read All-Star Batman.
So this comic strives to reinvent the world of Batman in every way possible. What if a bodybuilder, engineer dude became Batman? Yeah, that's not badass. I'm sorry.
Cool, but is Batman calling Robin a fucking retard to his face badass? I mean, that just seems like child. I don't know if I'd call it abuse, but it's certainly not something I would say to my adopted child.
There's people all across the internet saying that this comic is badass. It's awesome. This comic literally reads like those edgy 90s comics that every single person makes fun of. It's like a 12-year-old's fan fiction of Batman. This comic has everything. It has horrible, edgy dialogue. It has some pretty gay character designs.
I guess one of his points is that he doesn't get why people like this, considering how edgy and dark apparently it is, or something like that, which I find to be really fucking stupid. People like those 90s comics. I know that you might think that people don't or whatever, because people do rag on them from time to time, but people rag on the ones that are bad. Not the good ones. Like, people still like Spawn to this day. Like, the only reason he's not talked about as much is because he hasn't gotten, like, a fucking movie. Also, half of the criticism towards the 90s era comics are literally just being levied towards one man, Rob Liefeld, and whatever the hell he was doing. He also calls it, like, a 12-year-old kid's fan fiction of Batman, which to that I say, I would love to read a 12-year-old's fan fiction. Listen, as some guy who used to, like, write his own comics back when I was, like, 12 and 13 and shit, like, I'm gonna just say this, most adults really don't grow past what they liked at fucking 12. Like, you can make fun of kids or all you want, but dude, you have Star Wars Clone Wars toys behind you. Star Wars Clone Wars, talking about a 12-year-old's fan fiction. Sorry, but I think you're in the wrong fandom. That's what you're complaining about? I don't know. Get into something else, I guess.
Edgy dialogue.
Edgy dialogue. A character said a curse word. Have you ever read a comic book in your life? God
It
damn.
has some pretty gay character designs.
Gay character designs. I'm gonna get back to this one later because what he says about these designs just is absolutely laughably retarded. But the part that makes me laugh is when he just starts crying about the fact that they made Barbara black again. Which, like, how is this even, like, something worth talking about? Literally, who gives a damn?
And if you can believe it, they managed to race swap another redhead from comic books. They managed to jump in there and turn them black.
Yo, with the way he says turn them black, you would have thought they killed his mom or something. So I feel like I'm over analyzing what this guy's saying because he's not saying much of anything at this point. I'm only like a minute and a half into this video. So I'm just gonna speed through some points. He says that Alfred's design makes no sense, which he's an old guy. His haircut is he has a receding hairline and his beard is gray and different forms of gray. That's just kind of how some old people look. I don't know what to tell you. But then he says something absolutely ridiculous. He says, why is Alfred an MI6? which is doesn't seem like a real leap if you really think about it. I mean, Alfred has always had military origins. That's not something new. Different versions have kind of delved into that to various degrees, but that's always kind of been a part of the character's story. Then he makes one of the stupidest points I've ever heard in my entire life.
Let's just take a little glance at what they thought Bruce Wayne was. So this is the page where Bruce Wayne is first introduced. We see him hitting a bag. He looks exactly like Bruce Wayne has for the last like 100 years, saying some badass Batman stuff. No fear, no pain. And then out of nowhere, this big hulking transgender.
Wait, what? What? No, no. I'm genuinely confused. Hulking trans. What do transgenders look like where you come from? Where? I gotta do a Google search real quick, bro. Motherfucker looks like Sam Sulek. Do transgenders look like Sam Sulek? God damn, it doesn't even make any sense. He's bigger than the other guy. How is he the transgender? What is he transgender or transitioning into a fucking war machine? Yeah, because when I see a 6'6", 300 pounds of pure muscle guy, my first thought is, it's a fucking transgender. It's a fucking transgender. And honestly, I wouldn't even care that he said that, as ridiculous as it is, if he didn't look like this.
Look at this dude. Ah, look at the top of his head. Look at his lips.
Bro, what? I remember the comments in one of his other videos kind of called this out, where he basically said, I forget whatever the guy who they casted as like Jon Stewart's name was. He basically said they look gay and retarded, and like I just remember a couple comments being like, "That's kind of hypocritical," you know what I'm saying? I mean, you look like that, and I'm pretty sure those were the people who were actually subscribed.
He has the haircut of some fat emo transgender kid. And that is Bruce Wayne. I'm not joking.
Transgender Batman, bro. I still can't get over this point. This is like the entire reason why I'm making the video, because I just find it kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Bro must live in a parallel universe where transgenders are fucking giant muscular who go around beating the shit out of.
He's walking around like an emo kid, brooding. I don't know what's going on with Batman these last few years, but people need to learn that his hair doesn't come down over his eyes. He doesn't listen to Nirvana, and he's not gay.
Yeah, half of this video is him just calling Bruce gay, transgender, and fat, and making fun of his hairstyle, despite his hairline literally being receded at like fucking. How old is this guy? Why is his shit lopsided? Yo, why are his teeth like that? Why is it bro is wearing an extra small t-shirt and still looks like he's drowning in it?
His mother is still alive, so there's no motive to fight that you're an orphan, your two parents were shot in front of you, and you'll never stop on your crusade against crime.
He makes a point about this version of Bruce's origins not making any sense because his mom's still alive and his dad was shot in a zoo instead of a theater, but like, yeah, I don't think you need to lose both parents to have a fucking deep motivation. I think losing one is bad enough. I mean, Peter Parker just lost Uncle Ben. Like, to me, this kind of just feels like a non-issue. We really don't know where they're going with the storyline at this point, and honestly, I don't even have anything to say on it. As for Batman losing his parent in a zoo instead of a damn theater, kind of makes sense considering the whole imagery of the theater and stuff. They probably do want to get away from that. It's kind of more linked to like the earlier, 20th century and stuff. Then he starts bitching about the Black Mask gang being like the main villains in this issue and comparing them to like the mutants from The Dark Knight Rises, which I feel like is a really fucking stupid comparison because this Batman's like 24 and this is like year one. None of his bad guys or rogues have really shown up. The Batman in The Dark Knight Returns is literally an old guy. He's literally already fought all of his classic villains, and a lot of them are fucking dead. They weren't necessarily trying to build up something new as much as they were trying to play off of the old. This guy would not obviously be fighting his most intimidating bad guys in issue one. That makes zero sense. That's why the Green Goblin didn't show up in like the first issue of the Ultimate Spider-Man run. Clearly they're hyping this stuff up. Like I don't know what he was expecting. Was he expecting this version of Batman to be fighting the Joker gang or something? I mean, I think that'd be pretty cool, but it'd make literally zero sense considering the Joker isn't even a real character yet in this book. He's just a random guy. We don't know where we're going with this. Again, there's just so many stretches in this guy's logic that I don't even know what to say. Like, at least wait for like a couple more issues to come out. God damn.
They're wearing like clown masks or party masks, I don't know. It's all very messy and stupid. When Frank Miller designed those mutants, they really did look threatening. These party animals? There's no threat here. Where is the villain in the story?
Clown masks. Yep, yep. These are clown masks. Yep. Yep. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Also, I agree with him. The party animals is such a stupid name, right? Such a silly thing, right? I mean, they clearly wouldn't work in a universe that has characters like the Penguin, the Joker, Two-Face. Yup, definitely. Such a stupid name. Party animals. Why couldn't they come up with a cool name like the Jokers?
Where is the villain in the story? I know they introduced Joker at the end of it, but where the hell is the threat?
Bro, you literally just said they introduced Joker at the end of it. It's issue one. Bro, do you not understand how serialized entertainment works? What the
Finally, we get onto the biggest offense of the entire story.
Okay. This is the greatest offense. This is the greatest offense. Let's find out what it is, right? It's got to be fucking atrocious, man. It's got to be so terrible, bro.
It's like Jim Gordon. He's white. He has the grey hair. He has the mustache.
Yeah, okay, Jim Gordon, he's in there. He looks white, I guess. Cool.
Barbara Gordon. She peeks her head in just one panel, I'm pretty sure. And she's black. She is black. They did it again. Another redhead character.
Bro, it's not that serious. Bro, having a damn a mental breakdown over this shit. Like, I feel like I gotta, like, calm him down or something. I feel like we need to put bro in a padded room so he don't hurt himself. Oh, she black. She's been black. What's new here? Bro, you would have thought they race spent this nigga mom. Went home, his mama was dark chocolate all of a sudden or some shit. Bro, calm down. I don't want to see your snaggled teeth, bro. Also, why did he mention out of the race bent redhead characters Iris West and Wally West? Like, yeah, it would make sense that they would both be race bent at the same time, if anything, like they're literally related.
Are we serious? We're just making them black for no reason and expecting people not to notice or expecting people to tolerate it. But I won't.
Bro, you won't tolerate it? Shit. What will you do, bro? I'm scared, man. What will you do? You won't tolerate it, man. What the fuck, bro? What will you do? Exactly. And then, bro, who has absolutely no idea how writing works, says that it doesn't make sense from a writing standpoint for her to be in this issue because she doesn't play a big part or doesn't do much, even though she literally does. It makes sense for her to be introduced within the same confines as her father in like the same scene. And she's introduced doing her job. Like clearly she's gonna do something in the next issue or the issue after that. They're literally just previewing this character. Like this is literally how writing works. This is how writing has always worked. Throw in a character, maybe in episode 3, 4, 5, and they don't really do anything, and then they do something in the episode afterwards, or maybe they don't come back for a while and then they do something.
Black characters to white. Can Black Panther be white in the next comic, please?
And then bro makes the dreaded why can't Black Panther be white point, which is just one of the stupidest things I've ever heard in my life. Also, y'all have technically gotten two, well, I guess one and a half versions of a white Black Panther. So I really don't see the point in complaining. Like y'all don't care about White Wolf. I remember as a kid I used to like read the Black Panther comics. I always thought White Wolf was such a cool character. But I don't hear anybody talking about him because clearly you guys don't give a fuck about having a white Black Panther or Black Panther in general, which is cool. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect me. But it just kind of feels weird whenever I see people bitching about, having like a white Black Panther. Put some respect on White Wolf's name. And then he starts talking about how like black people apparently have like always been represented and now they're being shoved into stories, which is just kind of stupid if you really think about it. I mean, there's a lot of characters that, were at some point meant to be black or supposed to be black and, because of some other reason, maybe it was the companies in charge of something, they made the characters a different race. They made them white or, they just did something else. Whether it's in movies where, a black actor was initially supposed to play a character and, something went down scheduling wise, so they picked a different actor or something like that. Or whether you have characters that were at some point meant to be black, but, they just switched the race at a certain point for like marketing reasons. Like, characters have been switched before from black or Asian or any other race to white and they've been switched back and forth. That's not something I really care about. Like, I feel like it's so weird to have like a mental breakdown over something like this. Like, literally, who cares? It's Barbara Gordon. She's literally been black before. Why is this like the biggest issue you have in the entire comic? It's literally an Elseworld story. Like, what? He then goes on to bitch about like the last fight scene, Batman, using his chest logo as an axe, which to that I say, there's a reason why everybody thought that was fucking cool. Because it was fucking cool. Like, you can say it's edgy all you want, but I mean, two things can be true at the same time. These are fucking comic books. They wouldn't be selling if they weren't cool. You can say that this version of Batman doesn't have a regard for whether or not, the people he attacks live or die or whatever, but I mean, they're also just criminals in this version of Batman. We don't know if he has a no kill rule or not. This is literally an Elseworld story. The reason why everybody was upset about the Batman and BBS killing was because he was supposed to be an adaptation of the main universe Batman. And that was like our only cinematic Batman at the time that was ongoing. If you don't like this version of Batman, then just read regular main universe Batman. I mean, I knew that I was reading it for a while, but I fell off after this fucking stupid shit. I'm sure Tom King wrote this. Bruh, Catwoman left Batman at the altar. That shit was ass. That's why I stopped reading that. That's why I'm into this new Batman. It's something different. If you don't like it, that's cool. Don't read it. Certainly don't make fun of people who like it. Then the last point he makes is that Batman isn't Arnold Schwarzenegger and that he's not some emo transgender kid, which again, I don't know about you, but Arnold Schwarzenegger and emo transgender kid are not things that go together in my head. Like, those two things are like polar opposite spectrum. I don't know. I kind of want to look like Arnold, but I don't want to look like, I don't know, whatever the hell he's describing, which I don't even know what he's describing. Like this, this is woke. This is definitely the body type that the radical left wants you to have. Like, either way, man, I guess this is gonna be like a weird video to put on this channel because it doesn't really fit in with my other videos, but also like, I don't know, I just kind of been busy with other stuff, so I feel like I kind of owe you guys content. If you like this sort of like commentary type, video format, just tell me, I guess.